Hello Fishbourne School, welcome to another assembly. Today's assembly is going to be all about believing in yourselves, because we all know that we've had a tricky few months where we weren't able to come to school, and now we've come back together and we've got so many things to achieve, but we can only do it if we believe in ourselves. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to light a candle. Hopefully this will light first time. Might be a bit tricky for you to see because it's in this very special little dish, and so the flame doesn't come right out above it because it's a candle I use quite a lot. It's actually in a Christmas vase, if you can see it there. Christmas is one of my favourite times of year. Right, so children, today I'm going to start by just telling you a few fun Guinness World Records, which are actually in the 2018 Guinness World Record book, because this just shows you how people had to believe in themselves to achieve something. So the first Guinness World Record I was going to tell you about was that the first people to reach the South Pole were a Norwegian party of 5 men led by Captain Roald Amundsen, who reached the South Pole at 11 a.m. on the 14th of December 1911. They marched for 53 days with dog sleds from the Bay of Wales. So those guys really had to believe in themselves. 53 days it took them to reach the South Pole, and yet because they had that belief, they got there. Let's hear another one. This is an interesting one. This one's about the highest manned balloon flight. So a bit like our balloon in the story of Journey. It says, on the 24th of October 2014, Alan Eustace from the USA performed a stratospheric skydive from 41,419 metres high. He took him 2 hours to go up to ascend in a special pressure suit that was tethered directly beneath a balloon rather than a capsule. I'm just going to slide my candle out of the way just so you can see, if you look in the top corner, you can see a balloon. And that's what he went up and then did a skydive down from. Okay. So that was the highest balloon flight. And then finally, for anybody that might be a football fan, the most goals scored by a substitute in Copa America match. On the 10th of June 2016, Lionel Messi came off the bench for Argentina to score 3 times against Panama at Soldier Field in Chicago, Illinois, USA. He equalled the feat of Paulo Valentim, who scored a hat-trick for Brazil against Uruguay in the Buenos Aires Stadium, Argentina. Okay, there's a picture there. So that was a substitute to score the most goals. So as you can see, there were 3 very different challenges there, but those people really had to believe in themselves to achieve those challenges. So we had the balloon flight, the substitute footballer, and getting to the South Pole, which is a really big feat in itself. Now, I know this week you've had lots of challenges in class with our journey learning experience, and I'm going to read you a little story now, and this is called Some Dogs Do. And it's all about a dog that needs to believe in himself. Some dogs do. I'll show you the picture after each line. When Sid set off for school one day, a happy feeling came his way. Now you can see Sid going off on his school adventure, just like some of you. It filled him up so much he found his paws just lifted off the ground. Without a how, without a why, Sid fell up towards the sky. So there he is, he just had this wonderful feeling, and for some reason, he lifted off the ground. Through swirling puffs of cloud he twirled above a tiny toy town world, in the land of sun and moon, like a doggy-shaped balloon. There he goes, up into the sky, like a doggy-shaped balloon. At school, Sid asked his best friend Ben, "Did you see me fly just then?" "Don't be daft," came Ben's reply. "You're a dog. Dogs don't fly." "But I did," said Sid. I did. In the classroom, Sid said, Hey, guess what? I flew to school today. His classmates giggled, yelped and yowled. Dogs don't fly to school, they howled. But I did, said Sid. I did. Miss Mare, the teacher, shook her head. Now, Sid, you shouldn't lie, she said. All dogs walk and jump and run, but dogs don't fly. It can't be done. There he is. But I did, said Sid. There he is, everybody looking, nobody believing in him. Gus said, right, if you can fly, come outside, let's see you try. Sid's happiness had gone by then. He tried to get it back again. Why do we think his happiness had gone? Well, probably because nobody believed in him. He thought about the clouds up high, and then he jumped towards the sky. You see, you're just a dog, said Gus, with paws for walking, just like us. That will teach you not to lie. Now you know dogs don't fly. Flop. When Sid walked home from school that day, it seemed a long and lonely way. And at once at home with Mum and Dad, deep inside he still felt bad. He did the things he always did, but something wasn't right with Sid. His dad came out and asked, "What's up? You seem unhappy, little pup." Sid sat staring at the sky, and all he said was, "Dogs don't fly." Sid's dad slowly raised his head. "I know a secret, Sid," he said. "Could you keep it safe inside?" "What's the secret?" Sid replied. He turned around, and then he knew. Now you know the secret too. Sid's happy eyes were open wide. "I knew it! Dogs do fly!" he cried. Sid's dad said, "Come and fly then, Sid." And that's exactly what Sid did. Do dogs fly? Is it true? Some dogs don't, and some dogs do. And I think there was a real message there, children, about how if you tell somebody something and they don't believe in you, then you start to believe you can't do it either. Now, obviously, dogs flying is something very unusual, but you might have a simple thing, like maybe you've achieved something on the climbing frame, or maybe you've joined a new club and you were frightened to do that. And if people support you and encourage you, then you'll have belief in yourself and you can do anything. So my message today is believe in yourself, try everything, because before you know it, the more you believe and others believe in you, you will achieve. Now, if you'd like to put your hands together and close your eyes, I'm going to read you one of my favourite prayers. Some parts of it are a bit challenging, but it's about that never giving up and doing the right thing. People are often unreasonable and self-centred. Forgive them anyway. If you're kind, people may accuse you of ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you're honest, people may cheat you. Be honest anyway. If you find happiness, people may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today may be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give your best anyway. For you see, in the end, it's between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. See you next time, Fishbourne School. Think about that. Believe in yourself and always give your best.